G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's very different video on YouTube. I'm actually at Alum Nusantara Wetland once again, and I'm straightforward back because I'm about to feed some birds, but I can't see any ducks. And you know what bird is totally and utterly missing? I remember earlier on during my holiday trip, I've seen some beautiful Asian open-billed storks. The flock have straightforward flown off. They were actually migrating straightforward somewhere. I can't really tell. Probably somewhere in Thailand. It might be somewhere in Singapore. I can't really tell. Don't know where the other birds are off to. But hey, I'm actually at the observation tower here just to see what kind of critters lie around here. I mean, there's birds, but there's also fish here. I might as well just straightforward start feeding along the way here. And actually, what was that critter? I just heard something that was splashing, and actually I can see, whoa, the water is so clear, but don't know if there's actually fish or there's ducks. I actually can't tell. There's a nice, beautiful white heron right here, straightforward after for some fish, but I can't see any like ducks at all. It's actually a bit strange. It's somehow a bit crazy somehow. It's a bit strange. I don't see any. But I will have a go at trying to feed whatever I can, because it's not just birds, there's also turtles and fish. I'll straightforward have a look and see what's right over at the reserve and see what I can feed. It's a lovely public wetland, of course. Here you go, the bird is off now. Straightforward. I don't know if I can capture it on camera because I need to be very careful on the fact that I've got an electronic device within me, so I need to be very careful of what I'm using at the moment now. And there's a beautiful butterfly. My goodness gracious, crikeys, Malaysia, mate. Oh, in Malaysia we often say the word la there because that's more of a saccharine sort of ending. It's almost like if someone's calling you mate, I could just say, how you doing, la? I don't know how it works. Oh, are these turtles? I'm pretty sure they're turtles. It looks like they're both swimming. Let's see how am I going to feed them. Because I can see there's one right here. Okay, I'm just going to straightforward unpack this. There's only one bird here, well, actually two. There you go. I'm just trying to protect the environment. This here is plastic, so all I'm doing is I'm just respecting Mother Nature, putting it straight into my pocket where my shorts are. And here are the two birds. Let's see how they're going to be disintegrated. Whoa! Crikeys, I nearly fell over. And strange enough, I nearly just broken a bone. Thank goodness on my foot. Strange enough, I can't see any other critters. It looks like they've just vanished off. Oh, thank goodness, my tablet has totally and utterly survived. But I can't see other... Oh, there's a lovely bird right here. It's a lovely black-naped oriole. It's so yellow in colour. But I can't see any critters that are underneath the water. Let me just see if there's any. I need to go ahead and walk, do a little tour. I can't see any ducks. Let's see how it goes if I just throw the bread into the water. Don't think there's anything coming to get some bread at the moment of such, but I believe there could be fish underneath the water here. Who knows, they might be straightforward attracted. But we'll see about that as time goes by. Who knows, I think it could be fish. That's my only guess here. Looks like there's nothing in it at all, but I think I can see something that's swimming. Straightforward, I think that could be fish. They might straightforward, how would I say it? They might as well just come along and gobble all over that bread. Yeah, it's quite murky here somehow, but a couple of birds, minor birds of course. I think I can see a bit of fish activity here. They know what's coming. Who knows? Don't think there's any fish activity or duck activity. I don't think there's any other bird life that's around here. Might as well just have a bit of a walk around here. Sort of thing, yeah. I think I'm just polluting the water here. Sorry about that. Actually, one thing I've noticed is I'm actually just seeing a bit of rippling activity here. And I can also see a turtle that's just straightforward submerged its head. Like that. But I think there's a bit of fish activity right there on the water here, because I can see the ripples. I think it's definitely most likely fish, because I can definitely tell they're starting to disintegrate the bread bit by bit. So that shouldn't be too bad. A lot of noisy vehicles and stuff. But overall, I think there'll be a lot of fishies just coming along and rippling and destroying the whole bread. Who knows, there could be much bigger fish that might be able to destroy that entire amount of bread. Who knows about that? I'm just going to walk back. I'm actually going to go up to the observation tower and see what other birds reside here in this park. And strange enough, it is not the last of what I'm doing here of such, because hey, clearly, you know what, hey, I'm just doing a bit of more in the way of nature stuff. Strange enough, I can't see any, like, you know, birds, fish and other reptiles that would actually come along and gobble up the bread, that being ducks and turtles. And also specifically types of fish. Oh, I can start to see some ripples here. I think we've got clear signs that we might have a fish or a turtle that's actually swimming just to collect bread and stuff too. Maybe they might as well just disintegrate it. Whew, it's absolutely hot in here. I'm swelteringly hot. I'm actually sweating by the looks of all things. It is just absolutely chronically hot. Maybe I might as well just come back and see how the bread is being disintegrated. Not much is going on here, but I can see a lot of herons. I think they're just waiting for fish. That's what they're all somehow just pouncing for. I'm just going to go uphill. Last time when I came here, it was all, I'll just say, it was very wet, very slippery. Whew. In fact, it goes throughout the very top. It's just crazy as heck. My God, it actually is straightforward, high as heck. There you go, there's some birds right here. Many herons. In fact, it's mainly herons that often come to these parts of the lake here. And somehow these areas are quite inconsistent, because obviously there's like gaps in it. Yeah, Malaysian architectural designs are absolutely quite, how would I say this, quite precarious somehow. And there's a very dangerous spot on the observation tower, which luckily enough I can't get through, because obviously that's very dangerous. And that's the very top of the observation tower. I'm seeing lots of herons. This one is just straightforward, like, how do you call it, dabbing up for fish. It looks like daggering and just sort of stabbing prey and stuff to look for fish and or whatnot. It's quite a beautiful sight. I might come to that later, but first off, let me take a look at the bread and see how the bread has been disintegrated. I'm trying to hold the handrails here because it is actually, of course, a very dangerous spot. Woo! My God, I'm just going to be very tight and very bold, like everything is all nicely done. Oh, it feels so beautiful. I could just walk around this park for hours. And I'm just going to go down just a bit, just to see what else is there. It's a lovely little busy road, as I like to call it this way. And who knows, I might as well just have a go at just walking all the way through that painful grass, because hey, look at how much grass there is. I don't know how much I could really say here, because hey, these zones are perfect mosquito areas, especially if you go through thick jungle. You might never expect that there is a mosquito straightforward waiting on the wings, just straightforward, like highly looking like they're gonna bite on your flesh, and that's never a good sign. Oh, there's actually quite a few birds that are also in the wetlands of Nusantara, Alam Nusantara. Straightforward, this is the place that I'm in. It's quite stingy and a bit itchy, that grass, but I'm going there because hey, it's a bit quicker rather than taking, like, you know, concrete pavements. And boy, I might as well end up with having lots and lots of mosquito bites. Very nasty. I might as well have a look at the birds later on. And let's take a look at the bread first and see how they've been disintegrated. The bread, strange enough, it hasn't really done that much job, it hasn't really done that much work. But obviously the fish are just straightforward eating it bit by bit. I think both of them, so hopefully the small fish will be straightforward eating bit by bit, you know, piece by piece. Okay, it seems like I'm about to move on towards the other observation jelly, or pier, whatever it's called. It's a lovely car park. It's quite a nicely organised little place. It certainly is beautiful. Seems like someone's tidying a bit of debris, of course. A lot of leaves and stuff, hey? To be honest, that is just somehow amazing. I'm going to go through these observation areas, and there's a couple of minor birds who look like they want to start a fight. Oh, dear. It's almost relentlessly painful. In fact, obviously it's relentlessly awful to try and make some very good genuine content, especially in this heat. Man, you can definitely tell how hot it is. About 32, 33 degrees Celsius, that's like the normal average temperature. And there's trucks passing by here. There you go. Yep, obviously I did keep myself quiet because I want you guys to listen to the sounds of the traffic. But anyways, oh, it looks like we've got is that a heron who has decided to turn up? That's a white heron, white egret. I think it's decided to turn up. Probably in the midst of feeding fish, I guess. Probably it's waiting for some fish that will eat the bread and then come along and kill off that purpose. Obviously, somehow noticed, oh, there's more wetland life here, and there's a giant, whoa, what is that? That's a carpenter bee or something. I need to be very careful. Whoa, I need to stand back because these guys can be absolutely deadly as heck. A lot of carpenter bees right there in that section right here. Lovely wetland habitat here. Quite nice. It's lovely, very well organised and fantastic in so many ways. And strange enough, the birds have straightforward straight away. Let's take a look at this other section here. Whoa, that is a lovely, that's a brown looking heron. That's quite a small one. Don't know what bird was that, and I just saw something that was in the water at times. Oh, crikeys. Absolutely hot as hell, man, but I love it. It's like living down under. Anyway, so I'll take a look at the birds. We've got little egrets. We've got a white heron, and there's a grey heron. This is so similar to what I've seen back in the UK. We've got a lot of grey herons here. I don't know why the heck these guys are complete residents in Malaysia. They're fascinating birds. I thought they were winter visiting birds. Anyways, I'm just having a good hard look of what else lives here. Strange enough, it looks somehow totally and utterly pleasing whenever I look at this whole place. Highly suspecting, hey, that these herons are just diligently waiting for some very good prey. All kinds of fish, possibly turtles, lizards. They just eat anything, even rats. They're very stunning critters. And there's a little egret. That's actually quite amazing. We've got a great white egret, little egret, and the grey heron. Sort of showing signs that these three are straightforward the same birds that I would have probably seen back in the UK. They were actually quite amazing birds. And that great white heron, or egret, is straightforward fishing. Amazing, isn't it? Very amazing. And I can't see any other birds around here, but it's lovely. Who knows, there's a little bit of wildlife I might as well just chase down as I'm just strolling around this whole place. Oh my crikeys, it's beautiful. Oh wow, that is a giant bee. Look at the size of that thing. That thing is massive. It's probably as big as a bird. Look at the way it's buzzing and also doing its little thing. And there's another heron here. It looks like, look at the way it's about to land like some weird aeroplane. It's just beautiful, it's stunning. There you go, it's landing. Is it a little egret? Probably, I guess, but I can't actually tell. And actually, as I'm looking out for some very majestic wildlife, you can just see how massive this carpenter bee is doing its job. And they get their name from their carpenter-like nature, meaning that they're straightforward nest in like wooden structures or areas. I think. Maybe. Who knows? They're straightforward top architecturists of the insect world. It's quite amazing. Very, very handsome looking bees. They're very majestic and big. Whoa, look at that. That thing is massive. Whoa! I probably think it's agitated now. It's probably flying off to somewhere else. And I don't know what these plants are. I'm about to take a photo of these because they look absolutely stunning. They make absolutely beautiful little attractants for bees and also other insects like butterflies. How cool is that? There's also one more here. Look at the way they just pollinate. You know, bees make up the most important out of all of the insects because guess what? It will be so hard and depressing to see why these critters are so important for almost everything. Food, lots of different products. I might as well head back to the car anyway, so I think that's about that during my trip to Alum Nusantara Wetland. If you really enjoyed it, please give this video a good like, subscribe for more videos in the future, and as always, thanks so much for watching and bye for now.